I am here to talk to you about how you can radically increase your earnings as an Amazon affiliate or Amazon influencer using an extension called Oink. Oink for influencers. If you are already successful in the Amazon affiliate influencer program, you can go ahead and skip to the chapter where I start explaining what Oink does. But I know that a lot of my followers are still learning about or just starting the influencer or affiliate program. So I'm going to go through that a little bit, kind of refresh everybody's memory on what that means, how you make money, and then I will jump into how this new extension has seriously increased my earnings just in the last couple of weeks. I'm Michelle Fox. I'm the founder of Boss Babes Online and Boss Babe Academy. And it is my honor to talk to other women who are expanding their businesses online through personal branding and social media platforms, encouraging you and giving you some stories of my own successes, struggles, failures, all of it. But this was just very, very exciting. And so I'm just going to jump right in. Okay, here we go. When you decide to take your business online on social media, you now have a platform to announce things, to present things. And so Amazon will allow you to become an Amazon affiliate if you have anywhere online that you can post a link. So if you have your own website, if you have a YouTube channel, a Facebook business page, an Instagram business account, a TikTok, any of those things, regardless of how many followers you have, if you have a place where you can post a link, Amazon will let you come on board as what's called an affiliate. And on those links, or excuse me, on those platforms outside of Amazon, you can talk about an Amazon product, something that you purchased. You can show and tell. You can just leave the link if you care to do that. But basically, you are encouraging people to purchase something on Amazon, and these people are finding you off of Amazon. They're finding you on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. So that is an Amazon affiliate, and it is very easy to become one. It really, really is. I've got other videos on it. When I became an Amazon affiliate, I saw the potential, but I really didn't make very much money. I'm talking like less than $10 a month, okay? But I knew that others were making money, and I knew that the more I understood it and the bigger my audience became and the better I got at it, that the more money I would make. So I just kind of hung in there. Over time, I noticed that other people that I assumed were affiliates had something called a storefront. They had an actual shop right on Amazon with their own banner and like the name of their shop, and they could showcase different products and stuff. And I thought, well, how do you get that? So that's how I started learning about becoming an influencer. That is a little bit different and a little bit harder to become accepted into, but it's very, very doable. When you request to be an Amazon influencer, you're basically saying, hey, I've got a following. I've got a significant following, and I would like to talk to my following about your products. And when they accept you into the influencer program, then it's very similar to the affiliate program, except this is called on site. This is on Amazon. You will have your own shop set up where people who are on Amazon can find you and shop your recommendations. So affiliate is off site. You are on different platforms providing links, and you are drawing people from these other platforms to Amazon. As an Amazon influencer, you are on site. People are already on Amazon, but they are finding your shop, or they're looking for you because they follow you and they are taking your recommendations, and therefore Amazon is thanking you with a percentage of those sales. Okay. So they're similar, but they're ever so slightly different. When I became an Amazon influencer, I started to see a little more money. And that was primarily because I was also doing blog posts and videos that I would talk about certain products and send my audience to my Amazon shop. Okay. So these are a couple different ways that I was making money on Amazon. Anybody can. Here's an aside. If you are trying to become an Amazon influencer and they are rejecting you because you don't have a big enough following, I also have a video on how to quickly and easily get over 1,000 followers on your Facebook business page. And I will put that right up here. Okay. So you want to look into that. So let's assume that you have become an affiliate and or an influencer. You are posting links and you are creating review videos on Amazon. If the review videos are good quality videos and there's not a lot of competition out there, oftentimes Amazon will take that video and feature it on the product page. So now it's not so much that people have to find you or your shop. When they're looking at that product on Amazon, boop, there is your video showing why you love that product, showing all the pros of it. And if they watch that video and buy that product, you get credit for that. All right. So it's like it keeps getting better and better. The longer you're in, the more consistent you are, the better you get at making videos, the more reward. Okay. So I was an affiliate, I was an influencer, I had my own shop. I had a lot of videos featured on product pages. And so I'm seeing a little more, money coming in, but I still wasn't making what I thought I would. Okay. I knew people were making literally thousands of dollars a month, and some of them had fewer videos than I do. And so I thought, what am I missing? So I've always been aware that there's something out there that I need to take advantage of, but I didn't know what it was. Okay. Um, Over time, as you are creating good videos and people are clicking and they're making purchases, you may be invited into what's called the Creator Rewards Program. Now, stay with me, okay? We're going somewhere with this. The difference between just the regular commission that you make and a Creator Rewards commission is staggering. I might have someone watching one of my videos or clicking on one of my links. They make a purchase, and my regular commission from Amazon could be anywhere from 1 to maybe like 7 or 8%, rarely 10%. Okay, but it's usually more like 2 or 3%. Okay, that's not very much. It really isn't. Creator Connections will pay you 15, 20, 30. I've even seen 50% commission. Same sale, okay? Same product. Before I was just posting as just, an influencer or an affiliate. Once I was accepted into the Creator Connections program and I accepted their campaign, now when people purchase that product that I recommend or that I've done a video on, instead of making 2%, I'm making 20%. Big, big, big difference. All right. But there's a bit of a learning curve when it comes to the Creator Connections campaigns. For starters, there are more than 100,000 campaigns. And some days there'll like 20,000 new campaigns will drop. So there are scads of them. Oftentimes, the brands that are running these campaigns are running multiple campaigns. So you may have signed up for a campaign that's paying 10% and it expires at the end of this month, but they've got another campaign that pays 20% and it doesn't expire for 6 months, but you don't know that. The only way that I thought you could know that was by scrolling through all of these thousands and thousands and thousands of campaigns. So I rarely did that. Okay. It was like, just who can do that? Who has time for that? Anyway, so I had been creating videos consistently. I had made some money, not a ton. Creator Connections definitely pushed that up. But still, I wasn't hitting, like, my goal was $1,000 a month. Okay. I thought lots of people do that. It seems like it's viable. I have not hit that. Like, what is the problem? So that's pretty much where I was at. Okay. So the last month, I have been on vacation, so to speak. I've been with my daughter who just had a baby. We were in another state, staying at an Airbnb, and I just decided that I was going to make myself available as she needed me. I wasn't going to be, posting blogs and doing a lot on social media. but I did occasionally have time to kill. And so what I was doing was kind of going through my Amazon links and looking at, is there anything I could do better? Anything I need to change? And as I was doing that, I tend to get a lot of my information through Amazon influencer groups on Facebook. All right. Private groups on Facebook. You can join if you're an influencer or affiliate or whatever, just look for them. And I kept noticing that frequently people would talk about this extension called Oink for influencers. And I don't know why all of a sudden I felt like I wanted to look into that. Maybe just because I felt like I had the time to, I had the space in my schedule and my brain. I thought, well, what is this? Let me look into this. And it is flipping amazing. Okay. So here's where we're going to start talking about Oink for influencers specifically. First of all, it's free. Okay. The initial things that you can run, the reports that you can run, and the things that boosted my income immediately were free. There is a pro version that does even more. It does it better, it does it faster, and it does more. My thought was, I'm going to use this free version and I'm going to see if it helps in any way, shape, or form, if I understand it, if I think it's beneficial. And over time, maybe I will get the pro version. All right. I kid you not. I put that extension in my Chrome bar or whatever that's called, ran the reports it told me to run, and I immediately made like 4 times what, like, you have a running total of this is how much you've earned this month. And I saw that number increase by 4, like within a couple of hours. And I was like, oh, what? Holy crow. So you can then, the pro subscription is either monthly or annually. And I thought, well, let me just do a month and make sure that this is worth it and that I'm loving it and that it continues making me money. Okay. So long story short, I got the pro version, ran a few more reports, and the money just kept increasing, like literally overnight. Okay. I'm not talking tens of thousands of dollars. Okay. I already told you I was making less than 1,000. Okay. But I'm talking, it would go like from 100 to 400, boom, like that. And then over here, like, so there's different aspects. Like I said, I've got my affiliate earnings offsite. I've got my influencer earnings on site, and I've got my creator connections earnings. So those are 3 different things that are kind of happening simultaneously. And anytime I checked any one of them, they were increasing. And I am on track to make $1,000 this month for the first time ever that I've ever been in Amazon. And I did not make a single video. I haven't made a new video in eons. Okay. So this is literally just because I added this extension. Okay. Let me say this. I'm not going to try to explain how it works. I'll tell you what it does and how it impacted me. This is not a tutorial on how to use it, how to get it, none of that, okay? Because there are tons of amazing training videos available. There is a free private group on Facebook where you can ask questions and see tutorials. The person who created this extension is very willing to answer questions. And if you purchase the pro version, then you become part of an even more like elite private group where you can ask, even more specific questions. So, there's so much out there, and I am not qualified to speak to it really because I'm a newbie, but I just have to tell you, I'm going to give you a few examples of what it does. Okay. Now, I noticed that people kept saying in these groups, like, hey, if you end up getting it, use my promo code. And so I knew there were promo codes available. So the deal is that once you purchase the pro account, that you can become an affiliate for Oink. All right. Which of course I am. I'm not going to lose that opportunity. And so when you're an affiliate, you can ask for a promo code for your audience. So my point is, don't pay for the pro version without a promo code. All right. So mine is MFB10, but there are lots of them out there. Okay. And what so if you decide to get the pro version and you use my promo code, you get 10% off every payment. So if you're going month to month, instead of paying $29.99, you're paying $26.99. And I'm pretty sure if you decide to do the annual, then you'll get 10% off of that. So for sure, use my or someone else's promo code, but don't pay full price. Okay. Not that it's not a huge amount, but anyway. Um, so that is all very cool. And then if you become a pro member, then you can get that promo code and you can get an affiliate link and make a little bit of money when other people buy the pro account. Okay. Doesn't cost anybody anything, but you get rewarded. All right. It's all good. That's what I love about being an affiliate. So let me try to explain a couple of the things that it does that are so flippin' astounding. You may have heard of it. You may already know all this stuff. And if that's you, then this video is not for you. Okay. Because this is just very bare bones. This is just my new brain thinking, wow, I can't believe it does all this stuff. Every product on Amazon has a unique number. So if I'm recommending this shirt, but this shirt comes in 10 different colors, every color of that shirt has a different number. It's called an asin, ASIN. And so that's something that you need to tuck away. Okay. Also, one store might sell this shirt, but there might be another store that sells this exact same shirt. Also, there could be a brand that is running a creator connection campaign for this shirt, but they've got several campaigns and one is better than the other. So, all of those things in mind, it would take hours upon hours, countless hours for me to like be searching that kind of stuff on my own, just trying to see, what my best opportunity is. So, okay. So I put the Oink extension in my Chrome bar. It runs different reports. The first report that I did, it's called a storefront. Okay, hold up. Fetch. Okay, it's called a storefront fetch. It will look at everything in my storefront that's on Amazon, my little shop, and collect all of the ASINs, the unique numbers for everything that I talk about. Okay, whether I have a video or just a picture or just a post or if it's a list, sometimes I just have lists like, hey, these are great makeup primers. All of those ASINs it will collect. That's step one. Step two, it will check and see if there are any creator campaigns for those ASINs that I've not yet taken advantage of. So that is saving me a load of time. All right. And you can click a box where it automatically accepts that campaign. So in an instant, literally in an instant, I can have like 100 campaigns accepted that I didn't even know existed moments before. This is all for videos and recommendations and lists that I already had. I'm running a report, I'm making money, and that's it. Okay. Like I didn't have to do anything. Mind blown. It is also going to replace, if it finds a campaign where I can make more money and make it for a longer period of time, it will replace my current campaign with that better campaign. Amazing. That's kind of like step one. Then it can look at anything I've ever bought on Amazon. We're not talking about influencer stuff. We're talking about me as a customer. It will look at anything I've ever bought and it will see if there is a current campaign on any of those products. And it will recommend, beginning with the most lucrative, like these are some products that you own that we suggest you do a video on because there's a creator campaign. So maybe I bought this shirt. I didn't know there was a creator campaign on it. It didn't occur to me to do a video for it. But then I see, oh, wow, it's saying that it would be a really good idea to do a video for this shirt because it pays 15%. The campaign runs for at least 3 months and there's very low competition, meaning nobody else has done a video for it. So my video is probably going to show up on that product page. So now I've got a list of videos. Okay, this part does require work. I've got a list of suggestions of these are the products that you should review. That's okay, because how many times have I reviewed a product that, really didn't get any traction at all? It's like handing it to me on a silver platter saying, if you do videos for these, you will make money. Okay. And I have, and I have. Okay. So that's really cool. It also does what's called a storefront health check. And I believe everything I'm talking about so far is part of the free extension, okay? The storefront health check. And that is looking to see, like, is it possible that some of the things that you've posted in your shop either have broken links, or like the products are not currently available, or there's some issue where you're not getting the exposure that you should be, considering that you took the time to make the video, but there's something broken in there. And so it will give you a report and it'll tell you exactly what's wrong, and just click, click, you can fix it. So I had a few that over time, that product is still available, but for whatever reason, the seller changed the asin, changed the number. So where I was directing people, they were getting oh, sorry, that doesn't exist. So just by a few clicks, I could update it so that it has the current asin. And there were several campaigns that immediately I started making money. So in other words, people had been watching my videos, clicking my links, but I wasn't making money because those links were defunct. And when I fixed it, I immediately started making money on them. Mind blown. Okay. The other big one is that how I said how this shirt might be available in several colors. There's something called a parent asin that I didn't know existed. All right. And I don't even know how you would find it without the Oink influencer extension. But this is where I can, instead of sending them to this color, like my link would send them to this shirt, this color, I can send them to the parent asin. And then it doesn't matter what color they buy, I will still get credit for it. So so if something is offered in different sizes, or different capacities, like this one is the deluxe version, you find the parent asin and send your viewers there, and then you'll get credit no matter which option they choose. So that's a big one, really big one. So those are like the things that I did right away, that literally I went from like $100 to $400, like within moments. I am not even kidding. Okay. It just like boggled my mind. It does so many more things than that. And these are probably mostly in the pro stuff, but I'm just going to give you a couple examples just to wet your whistle. All right. When you're part of Creator Connections, you can approach the sellers and say, I'm interested in trying your product. Would you be willing to send it to me free? These are my credentials. And oftentimes they ignore you. But sometimes, you'll get somebody that's like, sure, I'll send you that for free. So that is kind of a crapshoot. You might be requesting 40 things and get 2. But with Oink extension, you can, again, through the click of a button, say, okay, I want to request this product and this product and this product and this product. And it's kind of fun. And you have a template set up, and Oink will put all the relevant information into that template so that it's saying, hi, I'm Michelle Fox from Michelle Fox Beauty, and I'm super interested in this top. In particular, I would like it in this size, this color. Here are my social media platforms. This is an example of what I've done for other brands. I hope you consider sending, blah, 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 working with me. Here's my mailing address if you are so inclined to send me your product. I can have that so that it is, adjusted for every product and every brand that I send it to, like with the click of a button. And so I've gotten a ton more free products, which is very, very cool. There are so many things that it automates. Truly, I can't even begin to go there. Okay. So you would need to, I think the next step for you, if you're like, shoot fire, I need to know this, you want to click the link that I've provided so that you can, get your feet wet, kind of like learn a little bit about what is this exactly. You may want to join the private Facebook group. You kind of observe, like fly on the wall, you see what people are talking about, and slowly you start to kind of figure it out. Upload the extension, and there's like a starter video or something, like hey, this is what you should do when you're brand new, and it has like 4 pillar things, and just do that. Boom, boom, boom. When you run into problems, if you have questions, you reach out to the creator or go to that group. And when you want to really get into the nitty gritty of what all does it do and how does it work, like I said, there's a YouTube channel where you can go and see all of the training videos about it. But at the very least, I would say, look into it. Okay, back it up. At the very least, if you are not currently an affiliate, you need to become an affiliate, because if you're watching this, you most likely have some place on social media where you can post a link. So they will probably accept you. If you're not yet an influencer, I would say jack up your numbers on your Facebook business page so that you can become an influencer. Or if you've already got a big following on YouTube, whatever, you will become an Amazon influencer. Consistently post so that you are invited to the Creator Connections program. So that all needs to be happening. Okay. Now you want to upload that link. You want to put the extension. I have Chrome. So it's like a Chrome extension, Oink for influencers. Run the reports that it tells you to run. Watch the numbers change. All right. You will see a difference. And here's the thing. Let's say you only make like $1 typically, and now you're making $4 and you still feel like, well, it's only $4, but you're learning how this works. You're becoming savvier. And as you start to invest time in this, if you want to, if this seems exciting to you, which it seems exciting to me, if you are in these groups and you're asking questions and you're using these tools, these extensions, you're going to see those numbers go up, and you might be motivated then to start producing more videos. And when you have a strategy where it says like, hey, you do this video, there's a Creator Connections campaign for it, you're going to make 20%. You will become, okay, here's an example. So there was a product that I got that was like a $300 product. But when I was making 1%, 2%, even though I was selling quite a few of them, it wasn't that exciting. When I accepted a Creator Connection campaign for it, this is even before the extension, all of a sudden I'm making hundreds of dollars on that thing. So it doesn't, it can happen quickly. Once you understand how things work, the tools that are available, the strategies that you can start taking advantage of, those dollar, commissions will increase. So anyway, I would say use the Oink extension that's free. See the numbers go up. If you are so inclined, try the pro version. There's no long-term commitment. You can do the monthly. That's what I started out with. This is what I still have. I think I'm going to move up to annual, like before my next monthly thing comes due. Anyway, make sure that you're using a promo code. Mine is MFB10 for 10% off every payment. All right. And once you become a pro member, make sure that you request a link as an affiliate and a promo code so that you can make money as other people buy it. You follow me? That's the beauty of becoming an affiliate. You find something that you really, truly love, you've benefited from, you're recommending it to other people. Then who's ever selling that thing says, thank you for recommending my product to your people. Here is a bonus. Here's a little, chunk of money. How cool is that? How simple is that? And I just love it so much. Anyway, I talk about this kind of stuff at length in my course called Passion into Profits. I've been revisiting my own course and just feeling like, oh my gosh, I just need to promote this more, because in that course, I am showing you these types of things like, hey, if you are making an effort to create a personal brand, if you have any kind of social media presence, if you are interested in making money online, here are some very simple things you can do that will make you money. I'm not saying you'll become a millionaire, but I'm saying that they will make you money for sure. And as you try these different avenues, there might be one that you think, I really like this. This is my jam. I'm kind of good at it. This is what I want to focus on. And that could be where you make a substantial amount of money, or you might make a little bit across the board, or whatever. But my course is going to show you step by step. This is how you become an affiliate. This is how you become an influencer. This is how you create a YouTube channel. This is how you can sell your own digital course. I've got about 12, maybe more, at least 12 different ways that you can make money online spelled out in my course, Passion into Profit. So I will have a link that takes you to a landing page that just simply explains what my course offers. And if that's something that you think is beneficial, for sure, reach out to me with any questions, and we will get you hooked up. Okay. So if you got anything out of this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who may also benefit. And if you're not yet subscribed, you want to subscribe to Boss Babes Online. I haven't done a video in a minute, but every now and then I'll just get super motivated and excited and I'll, crank out a whole bunch of them. So you just never know. You never know what I'm going to show up with. So you want to be subscribed so that you don't miss any of it. So thank you so much for your time and attention. If you have comments, questions, leave them here. I will answer them. Otherwise, I hope to see you in the Oink for Influencers group on Facebook. Thanks so much. See you there.